You hear that? The plane flying at a distance, the wind blowing, kids down the street, the bees flying behind my head. You don't hear those? It's probably good for the video. You know, in Psalm 19, the psalmist talks about hearing God through the creation. Kind of a programmatic statement about how we listen. Whether or not we're able to hear through the voices of the scientists around us, or the gardener down the street, or the preacher in our lives, or the teacher in our school, or the dirt in our hands, or the sky over our heads. The psalm actually winds up saying something along the lines of, the whole creation is speaking, and you can't hear it speak, but you can. You can check it out in Psalm 19. Really, the business of praying is a lot about listening. And if you haven't explored the side of prayer that is about listening, it's a beautiful part, maybe the most beautiful part. And it turns out God's voice is everywhere, built in. While we're writing words on the whiteboard, God's voice winds up being the whiteboard itself. That we can't get any of our language down without first, in effect, having God's voice begin the conversation. So, in the prayer business, maybe we start with the listening business. Letting the whole creation, all of it, all the parts, the most academic parts, business-like parts, the most poetic parts and musical, all the parts speak. So listen, I know you will. You are love first.